Rhonda here, moving into the last week of March Madness. I'm not going to lie, these exercises are quite challenging for me. I'm going to take the advice I give to my own students, and that is listen to your body. If an exercise doesn't feel right, then take any modification or variation that you can, or just don't do it. So instead, for this last week, I put together a Pilates flow class that most of my students can do and perform successfully. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting with day 1, the 100. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale 5 counts. Exhale 5 counts. Nice. Now coming into day 2, the roll up. Flex the feet, anchor those legs. Inhale those arms overhead. Exhale. Draw the abs in as you round forward. Roll on down, bone by bone. Big inhale as the head lands. Scoop the belly in. Round up and over those legs, reaching for those toes. 2 more. Day 3, the rollover. Anchor those hands and arms down onto your mat. Zip up the legs, point the toes. Open up the legs, flex the feet, and roll down. Upper spine, mid spine, and lower spine. Zip up the legs, point the toes, come up and over. Open the legs, flex the feet, and roll down bone by bone. Let's go in reverse. Up and over. Point the toes, zip up the legs, and roll on down. Once you're here, open up the legs. Zip up the legs here, and roll down bone by bone. Now moving into a one-legged circle. Let's reach that right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the left foot, anchor that left hip. We're going to start counterclockwise, starting at 12, crossing, down, up, and around. 2 more. Move in reverse, clockwise, starting at 12, pausing at 12. 2 more. Stretch that right leg long onto the mat. Flex the right foot. Point the toes of the left foot. Reach it up towards the ceiling, starting clockwise. Crossing the midline of the body first. Down, up, and around. Keep that right hip stable. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's move in reverse, out to the side, down and around. Couple more. Nice. All right, now moving into rolling like a ball. Flex the knees. Bring the hands at the shins. Elbows out wide. Balance on your sit bones. Inhale, exhale, roll on back. Try to keep the same shape throughout the exercise. Last 3. All right. Now moving into single leg stretch. Stretch the left leg long. Keep the right knee in with control. Roll on down. And switch. And switch. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Day 7, double leg stretch. Hands at the shins. Inhale to reach both sets of limbs out. Sweep those arms up and around. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll on up. Spine stretch forward. Sit up nice and tall up through those sit bones. Take an inhale. Exhale. Dive forward and down. Biceps frame the ears. And then we build the spine. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale and reach. Scoop that belly in. Rebuild the spine. Scoot your bottom up, moving into open leg rocker. Let's stretch out the legs a little bit first. Stretch the right leg long, and then the left leg. And then bring both legs up, holding on to the legs, elbows are out wide. Take an inhale, exhale, roll on back. And back to that balanced position. Inhale, exhale, tuck and roll on back. Couple more. Nice. Let's go ahead and roll on down. Moving into day 10, modified corkscrew. Zipped up legs, pointed toes. You're gonna circle those legs down, up, and around. Moving in one direction and then reversing the direction. Clockwise, then counterclockwise. One more in each direction. Roll on up. Now moving into saw. Come into a seated wide stance. Arms out wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate. Stretch, stretch. Inhale, center. Rotate, stretch, stretch. Always coming back to that nice tall seated position through the center. Arms stay wide. onto our stomachs. Let's stretch it out a little bit first. Grab onto one ankle from the outside, stretching out that quad. We're going to prepare for a swan dive. And then switch. Let's warm up our backs in extension first. Starting off with baby swan. Keep those hips anchored onto your mat, abs engaged, glutes engaged. Slide those hands closer towards your shoulders and lift into full swan. Getting ready to dive. Day 12, swan dive. Here we go. Reach your arms forward as you rock onto the chest and then back. Nice. Let's stretch it out. Shift those hips into a child's pose. Reach those arms forward. Stretch out that back. Inhale forward to a modified plank position. Slowly descend until the front of your body's on your mat. Come onto your forearms. I'm using my fist right here. Single leg kick, day 13. Flex, flex, point, and reach the leg out. Alternating from one side to the other. Flex, flex, point, and reach. Keep the head in line with the spine and the shoulders down and wide. One more on each side. All right, double leg kick. Start with the side of your head onto the mat. Hands behind the small of your back with your palms facing up. You're going to kick the legs in 3 times. Interlace your grip. Come into an extension. Turn your head over to the other side. Kick, kick, kick. Come into extension. Keep the abs and glutes engaged throughout the whole exercise. Open up the chest by reaching the arms back towards the feet. One more in each direction. Let's go ahead and do a little back release on all fours. Some cat-cows. Flexing. Inhale to extension. Exhale to flex. All right, moving on to day 15, neck pull. Roll back on down onto your mat. Hands behind your head. Elbows wide. Elbows just slightly up at an angle. Take an inhale. Exhale to round forward. Over the legs. Open up the elbows. Restack the spine. Hinge at the hips. Tuck and roll on down. Open up those arms, sit up tall, hinge, tuck, and roll. One more. All right. Now moving into modified shoulder bridge. Bend both knees, bring both feet flat on the mat about hip bone distance apart. Lift those hips up. Reach the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the leg down and then point it up. Flex it down and point it up. Try to keep those hips level. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Onto the right leg. Reach that leg up towards the ceiling. Keep the hips even. Flex the foot down. Point the toe up. Flex down. Point up. Last 3. And roll your spine on down. Roll on up. Moving into spine twists. Let's zip up those legs. Flex those feet as if they're up a pane of glass, and they're not going to move. Reach those arms out to the side. Inhale, exhale, pulse, pulse over to one side. Inhale, exhale, pulse, pulse over to the other side. Shoulders stay relaxed. Arms stay wide. Chin is parallel to the ground. It's like you have a string pulling you from the top of your head to keep that nice, tall, seated posture throughout the whole exercise. One more on each side. All right, let's come on to our side. Moving into leg kicks. You're gonna shift the leg slightly forward. Keep a nice uplift here. Bring that top leg parallel to the ground. Flex, flex, point, and sweep the leg back. Last 3, 2, and 1. Up and over to the other side. Legs slightly forward. Hover that top leg. Flex, flex, point, and sweep the leg back. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go ahead and come back onto our backs, preparing for a teaser. Bring the legs in tabletop position. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, roll on up. Keeping the shape of the legs, roll on down, bone by bone. Tuck and roll. Two more. Last one. Nice. All right. Moving into day 22 is hip twist. I'm going to do the modified version on the forearms. Legs zipped up. You're going to circle the legs in one direction 3 times. And then reverse the direction 3 times. Back onto our stomachs. Swimming. Keep those abs engaged. Hip bones anchored onto the mat. Arms extended overhead. Reach the right arm up, left leg up, and then the left arm, right leg. Opposite arm to leg. And you can start picking up the pace. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands by the shoulders, shift back into a child's pose to release that back. Moving into day 24, leg pulls front and back. Coming into that high plank position, as the foot is one foot is dorsiflexing, the opposite foot is reaching towards the other side of the room, pointing the toe. One more on each side. All right. Leg pull front. Bring your fingertips right behind your glutes. Lift those hips up. Try to keep those shoulders open. Pulse one leg up and then the other. Keep that nice scoop in the belly. Try to keep that upper body nice and stable. One more on each side. Land those hips onto your mat. Scoot your bottom to the top of your mat. Moving on to seal, day 28. Bringing your hands on the inside, then grabbing onto the ankles. You're gonna clap 3 times, forward and then back as you roll, after you roll back. 1, 2, 3, roll back, clap 3 times here. Clap, 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 clap. Last one. Come on up. Now moving into push-ups. Inhale to sweep both arms up. Exhale, round forward like you're rounding over a big beach ball. Walk those hands forward. Back to that high plank position. Push up. Walk it on back. Scoop the belly in, roll up one vertebra at a time. The head comes up last. Inhale to reach both arms up. Exhale. Round forward. I'm skipping over to day 31. And roll on up. One last time. Reach, lengthen, round forward. Find the floor, walk it forward. Push up. Walk it on back. Nice job.